मन को दिया तूने क्या इशारा
Hello, hello, hello. Cheers to everyone and a super good afternoon in India and a good morning to you all from London. It's about 11:30 here in the morning. So sweet. New haircut? No, not really. Honestly, they've just grown. I had a haircut and now they've grown out. So I think it's just that. Looking so beautiful, ma'am. Thank you. I've had to make an effort today to look beautiful because when I'm traveling, I love just being shabby. Yesterday, the whole day, I was in my track pants, hanging out with the boys at home, didn't even bother getting ready, and that was one of my best days. So anytime I have to show up for a delivery of any kinds, whether it's Insta Live or taking a class, I'll be seeing some of you tomorrow for Awakening. I have to put in the effort to put the kajal back on, always an effort, right? Awesome. Say my name, Manjunath R. Manjunath, hello. Hello, 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 every one of you here. Let's start taking a few questions. Oh, thank you. Pretty much well is asking, how do you stay in the same energy always, Puja? You know what? This is a myth that I stay in the same energy. See, when I am in my work mode, what is it that I am helping you do? Raise your vibration, raise your energy, get excited about life, so how is it that I'm going to show up? With my highest energy, because I want you to learn to be in your highest energy, right? But if you see me normally, I wouldn't say that I'm not a high energy person. I definitely am, but it's not something that came naturally to me. Over the years, I have worked on purposefully doing things in my life that have made me a high energy person. You know, I don't remember, but about 10-15 years ago, I had read some article on the Forbes top 100 people and what they do differently. And one of the things it said was that pretty much all 100 richest people of the world wake up early. They walk a little faster than normal people and generally have a high energy in their personality. And I think these 3 points stuck with me, I should also make the effort to be like them. There must be a reason why they're all like that. And so every time I would enter a room, one of the things I'd learned about charm was be delighted to see the person you're meeting. Be delighted. So whether I meet my children or my husband comes back from office or I'm meeting someone for the first time in that day or in that week or in that year, the expression on my face is of delight that I'm so happy to see you. Now, why would I do that? I do that because as a soul, we want to be seen. For those of you who are a part of my tribe, you know that we don't address each other as hello or good morning. We actually say saubana when you're within my tribe. Why do we say saubana? Saubana is an African tribal proverb or word that basically says, I see you. And people love being seen. And how do they know they are being seen? When you have the energy to notice them beyond just acknowledging simply, right? So when somebody really stands up or greets or meets and does that little extra effort, it takes so little, you'll be surprised. But start to meet people with delight. start to use this word delight a lot more in your life. Just get delighted about life, about the sunrise, about the people in your life. You will start to watch your energy go up. Now, I am a bubbly energy person naturally, but I know people who are in high energy with a lot of elegance and grace. So it's a myth that you need to be annoying or awkward in your high energy. You don't have to be a monkey. You can be a high energy even as a peacock, you know. So look at whatever pulls you. I think there's a lot of grace that can be added to high energy. I am a mix of a monkey and a peacock, but you can choose to be whatever you like, right? So that's just who I am as a personality. I just speak louder. I use all of my hands, and all of that adds to my energy. So imagine if you walk into a room and somebody greets you like, hi. Sometimes I have to tell my children like, hello, can you please say hello properly? Can I get a kiss? Can I get a hug? I do the same with Puneet. So I just think that, you know what, if you really want to work on your high energy, just start to use the word delight a lot more and see how you can just be delighted with life. And I promise you, your energy will automatically start to flow in the right directions. Yeah? Lovely Gupta, you look like Disha Parmar. After thinking for a lot of weeks, I got my answer. And a little bit of Smriti Irani. A good mix of Disha Parmar and Smriti Irani. Works. Smriti Irani's brains I'll take, Disha Parmar's looks I'll take, and I'll make my own combo, yeah? How do you deal with wrong person you have true feelings for? CS Nidhi is asking. Nidhi, the one thing I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like, okay? And I'll tell you why you're not going to like it and why this is so important. From a baby age, like from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of age, we should teach people that loving is great, but learning to love from a distance people who are toxic for us is also an art by itself that needs to be taught and learnt by people. So I'm going to be very honest with you. If you are in love with the wrong person, and what you are calling true feelings is your own neediness, and when you start to complete you will only want a certain standard and above for yourself. The fact that we can love a wrong person in self is a myth according to me. It's not that we are in love with them because they don't deserve it any which ways. It's just that you are not complete enough as a person to be able to heal your own wounds. So you are attracting people into your life who will keep poking you and wounding you till your pain becomes so severe that one day you'll have no choice but to cut them off. So to heal our wounds, God sends wrong people because they will push those buttons. How will you know where your wounds sit if you don't have someone to show you the pain in them? And the minute you realize there is pain there, you have to go on your own healing journey. One of the reasons I run the whole Sisterverse, I run the Awakening program is all about, especially my Enlightenment program is an 11 weeks program which is just focused on healing. I believe my mission in life is actually heal the woman, heal the planet. So that's pretty much what I do. And the problem is that we are looking for healing outside of ourselves. The person who's creating the wound is incapable of healing you. The only thing, the job of this person is to give you enough pain that someday you realize this person is not worth it and you stand up for yourself. And in standing up for yourself is where you will get your strength. In standing up for yourself is where you will create your standard. In standing up for yourself is where you will create boundaries. So the next time you meet someone who tells you that, you know what, I'm in love with this person, but this person's not treating me well, or for me they are a priority, but I'm an option for them, tell them this is not love at all. We've misunderstood love completely when we believe that a wrong person deserves us. Please love yourself a little more than you love him, and you will realize that the world is waiting with most amazing men for you. You just have to go looking. How do you look? By improving your own vibe, you will start to attract the better vibe. Right now, you're wounded, he's wounded, you are creating pokes in each other's life. Not the right person. Not a great answer for anyone who actually has these true feelings, but these true feelings have nothing to do with him and everything to do with you, Miri Jan. Sushma, I hope this question will get your attention. How do you deal with your insecurities Will you fix them or just accept it to love yourself? But I can't present myself with all of my insecurities sometimes. Sushma, it all depends on, are they something that I can help change and improve, or are they something I have no choice but to accept? For example, let's take height as an insecurity. If I'm insecure about my height, it's difficult to change it. I mean, I can wear heels or enhance it in some manner, but generally, if I'm a short person, there's not much I can do, right? Now, there are other things, like I used to be very insecure about my hair. I have very rough hair, and I worked hard enough by doing spas and treatments and making that extra effort to keep them blow dried all the time, that the insecurity hasn't remained. So I'm going to just tell you to make a list of all your insecurities. First, divide them into two lists. One, where are they something you can improve, or is it something you need to accept? The ones that you need to accept, you should do right away. Don't waste any time trying to change that. There's a lovely scene in Game of Thrones where there's this dwarf king, I've forgotten his name, some of you will remember. He tells Jon Snow, who's a bastard, who's getting very uncomfortable with the fact that he's a bastard. His parents were not married when they conceived him. So he's very uncomfortable about that. And he tells him that, you know what, the day you own your being that, nobody will be able to hurt you. He said, look at my height. Look at how short I am. When somebody calls me short, I don't even care, because that's who I am. And the faster I accept it, the more powerful I will become. And so to all our natural insecurities, we have to just accept. Just own them. And you know what? The day you own them, what I have seen is, when you don't remain conscious of your own insecurities, people don't even notice it. You know, for the longest time, I have what we call in Punjabis the pakoda nose. Okay, my brother used to say, hang my shirt on your nose. Something on your nose. Wo hook ka hai Puja ke face pe. So much fun my cousins and everyone made of my nose. You know what? I don't care. And when you don't care, people stop making fun of it. The things I care about, till today they make fun of. Okay, so you want to become super confident around the things you can't change. Just know that that's your uniqueness. That's your, own it. Like as if, you know what, this is God's stamp on me to make me different from everyone else. Right? So if you can start to own yourself, if you can really go on a journey of self-love, and that is so important in a world where we are being fixed all the time. I really hope in my sister works, nobody needs to get Botox, nobody needs to get fillers. We fall in love with the faces God gave us rather than the ones that doctors are planning to give us, and just really start to become so much soul that the body is only the instrument and not the most important thing. You know, at one point I was very, very conscious of my looks. At another point it became weight. At another point it became my brands and my jewelry and everything. And I can tell you, as I'm evolving, still work in progress, I can't say I've arrived, the more I'm realizing that all of this is for people who are attracted to this. And I no longer want to attract the branded people or the looks people or the people who are going to be only about the exterior. I want to attract soul people. If you are listening to this Insta Live, my gut feeling is you're already a soul person. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel attracted to me. You'll go listen to some actress, some model, whatever, some rich woman maybe. But if you're coming here, it's because your soul is looking for that healing. You want deeper conversations. You want real, vulnerable, authentic. These are the words for you and me. So I can guarantee you, if you're a part of this my room today, it's only because you're attracted to deeper stuff. Now that you've gotten attracted to deeper stuff, do all of the things for exterior. I put full makeup. I do my hair. I love good clothes. I do everything. Nail polish, everything. But I'm not attached to any of it. If you told me right now, Puja, go wash your face and do this Insta Live, in a jiffy I can do it. So I think it's all about us evolving, where we stop feeling scared of what other people will think. And what other people will think only matters when we don't have our own confidence, right? The day you start to say, this is who I am, this is what my God created me. In criticizing my looks, I will criticize the creator. In criticizing his creation, I'm criticizing the creator. Who the hell am I to criticize the creator? The creator has made me perfect the way I am. And you start to own yourself. Oh my God, your confidence, your energy, your vibration, your frequency, your power will triple. I don't know why we live in a world where we've given so much importance to that 10% of exterior and 2-inch tongue. I really hope we go beyond this, hai na? So all the very best, sweetheart. It's a very genuine question. I've gone through it all. You know, I used to say, when I lose weight, I'll start making videos. When I this thing, then I'll this thing. My pimple used to come. I don't want to do Insta Live. Your pimple is showing. So I totally feel you. I just want you to know it's the most natural thing. But you know what? For our daughters and daughter-in-laws, we need to start to now show them what kind of a woman we need to be, so that they don't get into this whole world of, you know, having to change themselves to be accepted in the world. The more we can naturally get ourselves to be, I'm not saying don't enhance or don't be hygienic. Please go to the salon, do everything, enhance yourself as much as you like to, but do it for yourself, not for anyone else. Hai na? I hope some of this helps you, Meri Jaan. S Khan 33000. How to deal with the person who never communicates? Problem is always negotiated one way. I'm really messed up in my head. One-way communication from my side always. He's always quiet. Very, very challenging place to be in, S Khan. I totally understand. It can be so annoying when it's always you who has to initiate the conversation, initiate the communication. It gets so hard. But I feel like the most important thing to understand is what is it that they need from you and what is it that you need from them, and then see how you can create a barter. I sometimes wait for people who do only one-way conversation to them to need something from me. Because if they don't need anything from me and I'm not being able to add any value in their life, then I can't really have any power over the conversation. So if I'm the needy one in the relationship and they are not the communicators, I've had it. That's a bad place to be in, correct? So I'd love for you to see how you can start to first become valuable enough in their life that there is a need that you can create for yourself. Only then the conversations become useful or possible, right? So look for what all can you do to make yourself indispensable. In the process, the conversations may start. You know, I remember a time right in the beginning in my marriage, the only conversation to be had with Puneet was about his work. If I was discussing anything else, he was not interested. He would answer in monosyllables. But if I asked him, how's the factory, or what did you do today, or how's business, I had zero interest in it. But I would listen for hours because I knew once he's got into the flow, maybe I can take him towards talking about things I'd like to talk about. Same was with the boys for some time, you know. There was a time when they would only want to talk about FIFA or Beyblade or, you know, things that are of interest to them. And I feel like one of the styles of communication that you can try, and I don't know whether it will work or not, but you can give it a shot, is start to look for topics that kind of get them to come alive. You know, every person has these 1, 2, 3 conversations that they love talking about. Like if you came and spoke to me anything about the soul or about evolvement or you know, any self-help book or any self-help course, you'll see me light up. So like that, look for topics of the kind that light up this other person who's not willing to communicate, and get them into a conversation. The first few months may be just about learning to talk rather than coming with an agenda. The problem is that we want to talk about what we want to talk about. So the minute the other person starts talking, we bring up the topic that they least want to talk about. And the minute we bring that up, they shut down. And that becomes a huge problem. So you'll have to really learn to maneuver your way sometimes to be able to reach that point where they will not shut down when you start a topic that makes them uncomfortable. And for that, I think you'll need practice and a little more time to invest and nurture in the relationship. Now, if you realize after a while that, you know, no matter what you do, it just doesn't work, then I want you to know that maybe you're spending too much time on a person that is just not deserving of the nurturing that you are capable of giving. You need to look for better ways. There are some topics between Puneet and me that are best left unspoken. I better deal with it myself and he better deal with some of the things himself, because we don't seem to be sitting on the same page on those topics. Now, if those are topics that will get lifted between us, the chances are it will lead to a conflict or a disagreement or some kind of conversation that will not be very pleasant. Do I want to have those conversations after 24 years? Do I not know which are those conversations? Better to avoid every conversation. He doesn't have to sort out. No, I can find other people to sort out for me. So you need to make a list of the conversations you know he 100% doesn't like. So see how you can now start to become extremely strategic about the conversations and the communication. Now it may seem fake in the beginning, but it will definitely become useful eventually. I can tell you today, when Puneet and I have coffee in the morning, he's the one who doesn't stop talking. So I talk so much in my work that I think I get tired, so I just let everyone around me do all of the talking, and now he talks a lot. But it took years of me coaxing, talking about topics that he loved for me to reach here. So I don't know, I'm just sharing my personal experience with you and just see what you can take from it, okay? Not a great place to be in. I have struggled and suffered, so I know it can be very, very challenging. You know, when you have two boys who are teenage years as they went through, there were days when they just didn't want me around, or they'll shut me out, or, you know, I'm not able to reach them. It takes time, it takes effort, but it's worth it, especially when it's your children, for sure, yeah? So God bless you, Meri Jaan. Just sending you a lot of healing and positive vibes for this to work out for you. So sweet. Divine Magic Pratiksha. If we have a desire for something, how can we remove the attachment from it? Desire, but without accepting it to be true. Divine Magic Pratiksha, what you need to do is start to add this sentence that works like magic to cut the cords of attachment, which says this or something better. So let's say you are in love with a man, okay? And you want God really to make this relationship work out somehow, but things are not going as well, and you're getting more and more desperate about the man. I like to say, you know what, God ji, help me with this or something better. Send this person into my life and start to mold them into what I need them to be, or send me someone better. When you're okay with something better, it comes. Till the time you're saying, I want it only to be this, the universe actually goes into a block, you know, there's a gate, I say, that closes on our desires. So start to go this or something better. Even if it is something that means a lot to you, if you're able to go with this or something better, you release yourself of that attachment, knowing that the universal intelligence is way superior than your own intelligence, for which they will then, you know, redesign the universe to be in a way that you are able to manifest whatever it is that you desire. And the day you get better, you will realize, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted, but you know, thank God, God didn't listen to me. How many of you have had those days in your life where you're just happy that your wish didn't come true? Exactly, because he knew better, he gave you better, but you at that point didn't have the insight to be able to see that, yeah? So anytime you want to detach yourself, just start to go this or something better. Meena, you are just so amazing, Puja. Thank you so much. I'm here only for this amazing energy. Take it all, Meena. May your life work out so beautifully, so amazingly. Come back week after week, take all of the energy and use it in the world to make it a better place. Heroic Sonu, ma'am, I'm not able to trust my partner. Sonu, the only thing I will say to you is trust is not something that is one way. It's not about you not being able to trust your partner. Trust is earned. Okay, so a lot of times when our trust has been broken, we want to trust again, but we can't. Why? Because the other person hasn't done much to deserve that trust. How do you trust someone who is continuously cheating or lying? Even if you trust them today and they again cheat you tomorrow or lie to you tomorrow, then how do you trust? So trust is one thing the other person needs to earn. And when you start to see yellow flags in trust, you need to know you're in a wrong relationship with the wrong person. Now, what you do about it is up to you. You choose to still stay. But know that you can never trust this person because this person doesn't have the trustworthy muscle itself. They will cheat you every time they'll get an opportunity. And some people are like that, and we know people like that. I know women who've stayed in marriages for years knowing that their man is never going to be faithful, that maybe someday, somehow, if I threaten him enough, if he had to be trustworthy, he would have been. He's chosen not to be. One time you get cheated, not your fault, maybe not even the other person's fault. distracting world, right? But a second time, a third time it happens to you and you still are not seeing the signs, then you've chosen to be blind, है ना? So trust is one thing that I always say the other person has to earn it. It's not for you to give unless nothing was done by the other person and you are just not a trusting human being. Now, if you're not a trusting human being, maybe in your previous birth, something happened where trust was broken and you're born with trust issues. If you're born with trust issues, then you need to go on a healing journey. If you're not born with trust issues, there is something your partner is doing which is making you not trust the person. Then you need to have better communication with that person saying, you know what, this is not okay. And if it's not okay with you and you're still continuing to be there, you've given them permission to be an option for them while they are a priority for you. Yeah. Amita Pink 06. My question is, how can a housewife become domestic diva if she can't afford staff or have family members to support her? Amita, very hard. Okay, you need to look at least a part-timer, someone to help you. The concept of domestic diva is the ability to be able to delegate some of the work. What you're good at, what you love doing, please do it yourself. But if you have no one to help you, if you are not able to get anyone to assist you, if you are not able to hire anybody to do things for you, then it's very hard to be a domestic diva. Then I would suggest that just be the best housewife. Don't try to be a domestic diva till you are able to. I remember the first 15,000 rupees I earned, I had decided in my head this will go towards the staff. I needed one extra staff, just the cook and the nanny for my children. I needed one more person because one of these would go on a holiday and then I would have to pitch into everything. So then I said, no, this is not going to work for me. I need a third person in my house. Now I'm talking about a third person, which is very extreme. For you, I'm talking about the first person itself, right? So how does a woman buy herself time? Whatever her responsibilities are, if someone can pitch in, this could be the grandmother, this could be the mother-in-law, this could be someone in your family, maybe your sister, you can start to use. You have to learn the art of convincing people to want to help you. Now, how do you convince people how to help you? When you help them, they will help you. So look for women like you who are in your society, in your community, in your building, who also are looking for help, where you can say, you know what, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'll come and help you in this. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, you come and help me. So at least 3 days of the week, you have help then, right? So you can either barter or you can hire or you can do part-time. But sweetheart, I'm not going to agree that there is someone that you just can't get any help of any kind. That is not true actually. We live in a society where if you look hard enough, you'll find someone who's willing to help you. And in exchange, you help them. Okay? Sakshi Mittal Negi, how to make our why strong? Nice question. Sakshi, I believe that if you want to make your why strong, you really on a daily basis should write out your why. Why is this important? There's a concept called the 5 whys, where you can keep going deeper into your why. So let's say, why do I work? I want my own identity. Okay, why is my identity important to me? Because I don't want to be recognized as just Mrs. So-and-so or daughter on so-and-so. I want to be able to contribute to the world. Why is contributing to the world so important to me? I don't want to be forgotten. I want that people should know that I left a mark when I came and at least I helped someone. When God gifted me a human body and a soul which can do so much, I hope I can repay him by being able to be a channel for him on this planet. Why is being a channel for God so important for me? I am one of the chosen ones who can help. There are so many people who would love to help but don't know how. Here he's given me such a clear path, all of the things to be that person. 2 boys who live in London, everything in my favor. Why should I not be doing it, right? So why is that? So if you just keep going, why is that important and why is that important and why is that important and why is that important? Why is that important? Because growth is important to me. When I know that I'm doing God's work, I'm a channel for Him, it makes me happy. And happiness and inner peace is my two highest values. Like for me, happiness and inner peace is my highest values. Right after that is also financial freedom, which is also coming from the same work. So when you're getting all your three highest values being met, can you see how then this is what I would love to do? Now my why becomes super strong. Why do I do what I do? Because happiness, inner peace and financial freedom are my highest values. Now, what am I doing? If I did this every day, can you see how strong my why can become? So my suggestion is every day, just look for different ways of answers. These are 5 I've taken in my work. Now I can take it from my community angle. Why do I want to build a community? Why do I want to, grow whatever I want to grow? Why do I want to? So just keep asking yourself this very beautiful question. Why? And look for the answers, and you will keep seeing your why becoming stronger and deeper continuously. Yeah. I hope that was able to help. So just look up, you can just Google the 5 whys. Okay. It's a full concept. I don't know who to give credit to. I don't know who it belongs to, but it's a full-on concept, and if you study it, it's really beautiful. So many times you can be stuck in a problem and just keep asking the whys and you'll reach a conclusion. So it's really a wonderful thing to do. Ark of Noah, how to stop myself from going to the same toxic person again and again and move on from that so that I could make space for my new positive relationship. Ark of Noah, it's all about self-love. The day you love yourself enough to not allow someone to degrade your dignity or your self-esteem, you'll be done with that person. The reason we keep going back to people like that is because somewhere we are wanting them to complete or fulfill in us what is missing within. And remember, no one and nobody can actually complete us. So it is all a mirage. For a while, it will look like they are completing us and we will feel like we are in heaven, but it will be all fake, because the day the person reveals themselves to me, we'll be heartbroken, because what we thought was so beautiful, so amazing, nothing could go wrong now, comes crumbling down. Yeah. So I've already actually in a way answered this question right in the beginning of today's Insta Live. Do go back and listen to that. Yeah. Kanupriya Singh, how to set boundaries with friends and people who are close, pokey, yet do not want too much of yours to be let out. Who are close, pokey, yet do not want too much of yours to be let out. Now, I don't know what that last sentence means, want too much of yours to be let out, but I do understand the close and pokey, how to set boundaries with friends. You know what? I think learning the art of saying no, okay, is a wonderful thing to do. And one of the things I always speak about is the sandwich technique, which is start with appreciating and accepting the fact that they chose you for whatever they have invited you for. So let's say your friend is wanting you to come for a movie, or they want you to come and join the gym class with them, or they want you to do some event with them, or they've invited you to market them for them. I don't know, it could be any request. So thank them for the request, okay? Then let them know that they are so happy. You're so happy that you are doing that. So you're first thanking them for thinking about you. Then you're telling them you're so proud that, you know what, oh wow, you're doing such a fabulous event. How much you would have loved to have participated. Sentence number 3 is how much you would have loved to have participated. However, this is where you put in your boundary or your objection. However, this time it's not possible, or I'm too busy, or I'm traveling, or, you know, son is not feeling too well, or driver not available, whatever your objection is. You know, if you want to add a sentence, which I had learned was, I've been thinking about it, but however, so you can add, I've been thinking about it, however, or you can just say however and put in your objection. And then in the end, you can say, you know what, next time the same thing's happening, I'd love to participate if that is something you'd like to do. Okay, or if you could let me know in advance, or whatever your reason for not participating is, if that can be looked after as the last line. So, you know, I would have loved to have made that cake for your son. I wish I knew a week in advance. Next time you need a cake from me, please let me know a week in advance and I'll make sure that I make it for you. So now I've complicated it by giving you lots of steps on how to say no or how to create a boundary, but you can just simplify it with just saying something positive in the beginning. your objection in the middle, and again something positive in the end. Okay, now practice this every day, simply for no reason, so till you become a queen of setting boundaries. Okay, honestly speaking, boundaries is a gift you give to other people so that you don't become bitter towards them. When you actually have someone who says no to you, actually applaud them for having the courage to say no. You know why? Because in a world that we live, when we hear a no, we take it as a rejection. When we take it as a personal rejection, we go negative. Start to applaud other people saying no to you, because you know what? It only shows you that they are choosing not to be bitter. They could have said yes and then remained upset with you and let this relationship fall, but instead they chose to be honest. Anybody in a relationship that makes the effort to be honest when it is inconvenient is a superior person. Let me explain this. So, let's say I want to go on a date with someone, okay? Or I don't want to go on a date with someone. Now I can easily message them, hey, my aunt just came in, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it. Okay, I've just now made an excuse, right? Now people who make excuses, versus we forgive them very easily. But what if this person wrote to me, let's say if I have to go on a date, what if I wrote to that person, hey, last time it was amazing meeting you. However, I don't feel like we can click as a boyfriend-girlfriend. Friendship would be great, so won't be able to make it today. Now I'm being honest, okay? Now honesty in the first point will hurt. But you know what? Eventually this can grow a friendship into a far more beautiful space rather than... So anyone who chooses to be honest with you, please start to appreciate the honesty, because in a world where we are so used to lying and make excuses so that the other person doesn't get hurt, if we can start to receive honesty, oh my God, this world, firstly, your relationships will become so profound, so amazing. Anytime someone chooses to be honest. So in my mind, I'll ask myself, they could have easily made an excuse, but they've chosen to tell me honestly why they can't make it or why they can't do it. I actually applaud them. I'm like, this is the kind of person I want to be friends with, who's willing to be inconvenienced and handle the risk of rejection, knowing that, you know what, I can turn around and react the way I want, but yet chose to be honest. That is so much better a relationship than the people who make excuses, you know. So see if you can start to look at the world with this new perspective of honesty must be rewarded, honesty must be applauded, rather than what we do is actually honesty is what we cut and excuses is what we accept. It should be reversed. Yeah? I don't know, did that get too deep or did you get it? Tell me in the chat box if you got this point, because it might be a little deep for an Insta live, but anyway, I took the opportunity to speak about it now that you asked. Okay, let's go right to the bottom and see what's happening there. Radhika Gupta official. Puja, I want to do vision board and goal setting with you. Why not? Absolutely. I would love to do that with you too. If you come for and join my awakening session, these are things we do in that. You will receive my vision board 2-hour video. It is 1 hour video, 1 hour video, which is simply fabulous. So just stay in touch with Gunjan. Her number is 7823988142. 7823988142. Give her a call and ask her how can you get Puja's vision board video as well as do goal settings with her. If you join my awakening program, all of this will get covered and a lot more. Yeah. Love it. Thank you. It was very useful. Oh, Meraki Design Surat. Ma'am, my money is stuck and I'm feeling very unlucky and disappointed. Meraki, you want to be so careful around using these words: unlucky, disappointed, stuck. This is all that will take money away rather than bring in. I want you to have an abundance mindset, okay? So are you a part of my money manifestation challenge? If not, I would highly recommend speak to Gunjan and get on to my money manifestation challenge. Normally that happens after you graduate from my awakening program. If you are currently going through my money manifestation challenge, tell me in the chat box, how's it going for you? You should be somewhere on day 9 today. So tell me, in your last 9 days, anything wonderful that's happened? Have you started to feel like your money block is disappearing? I mean, we are not even yet halfway through the challenge, so I know it's in the early stages. But if you have anything good to say about the challenge, I would love to hear in the chat box if it's working for you or not, because I know the kind of effort every single woman is putting in the challenge as on today. When I see the WhatsApp groups, is just phenomenal. I mean, I have done a lot of things in the last 10 years, but I have never seen this level of consistency and excitement in a group ever before. So I am super duper proud of how you all, each one of you, is increasing your money manifestation abundance portal. So proud. So let me know in the chat box. I'd love to read a few comments around how's it going for you. And to you, I will just answer that, you know what, allow me to help you. Okay, my Jan Miraki, I don't want you to be left alone. Money doesn't have its own energy. It becomes the energy of the person it belongs to. So you really have to learn how to open up your portals. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes you are sitting with myths and blocks and limiting beliefs from years of being surrounded by people who have similar limiting beliefs. So if we need to work on those, I need at least anything from 1, 2 or maximum 3 weeks to get you to come into a clay that can be formed. Abhi, it is hard cement. I need to keep pouring water every day till you soften up, and then when we create our new belief system around money, you will see your entire energy changing. Okay. Lovely. Tayal Surbhi, hi ma'am, I'm presently doing a course on parenting coach. How do I go ahead with it? Tayal Surbhi, I don't know exactly what the question here is. How do I go ahead with it? I mean, once you become a parenting coach, my suggestion would be get in touch with people. Now, start to post on social media, start to speak to people about becoming a parenting coach. See if you can start to create reels. Maybe you can start doing Insta lives. You can start to answer questions. You can start to just help people around you who you are seeing that are troubled because of the kind of parenting that they are landing up doing. Or you can start to announce your own courses. You can do an event. You can actually go and speak in other forums. There are like a million taps that you can open up to fill your bucket of how can you go forward once you are done with your certification. I think parenting coach is a need of the hour in a world that is changing at the speed that is changing. All of us parents are struggling at different levels to see how to keep our children grounded and real in a world that is becoming so technology advanced that even we don't know how to cope with it, right? So depending on different ages, I don't know what ages you want to help. Is it 0 to 6, 6 to 12, the teenagers or the adults? I don't know which category you want to help, but my suggestion is pick a niche and then start to become a pro at all the possible problems that you can solve for that age group. And then, you know, really just start to go out and collect 1, 2 or 3 testimonials where people can start to trust you for the coach that you are. See, just a certification is never enough. I always say now go use your abilities and competencies on people to get the right testimonials so that people can start to trust you. Just this morning, I received a message from a lady who said, you know, Puja did TTT under you. I'm going to actually read out the exact words of the message I got, just so for you to see that I just keep collecting these kind of messages. Puja, I'm so happy to share with you my first hosted event in Chennai. My team has expanded across the across and doing so well. I'm consistently making 10 lakhs every month, which was my dream written 3 years before I did TTT with you. Love you so much, Puja, for making all my dreams come true and truly for awakening the power within me. Okay. That's the message that I just received this morning, and it's always so beautiful when I get messages like this. Every morning when I wake up, someone or the other would have sent something saying, Puja, earned my first 3 lakhs, earned my first 5 lakhs. This lady is starting to earn 10 lakhs every month, and I get so happy in my heart because I know there was a time 3 years ago or 4 years ago when I had met her where she was struggling and she was wondering, is that ever going to happen? But she stayed the course and has done whatever is required. So each one of you here, I don't know where you are stuck today, but make a promise to yourself that 2 to 3 years from now, at least you will not be stuck in the same place. Hai na? Oh, it's 444. Let's quickly just say a prayer. God ji, whoever is in this room, whatever beautiful desires that they have, please align them today and allow for it to start to get manifested in this universe, if it is for the greater good of the world as well as for themselves. So just start to, know this, that today, no matter where you are, 2 years from now, you should be in your dream world, okay, dream place. You should be. 10 years ago, I had imagined this life for myself. Today, I'm living it. And I want each one of you to do what it took me 10 years to do should take you only 2 years. You shouldn't take 10 years because I didn't have a puja, but you have a puja. True or not? So let's make sure that each one of you who comes so consistently for the Insta Lives, just want to send you lots of blessings that Bhagwan Ji, as a tribe, as a collective sisterhood, may every sister start to get stronger in this world so that the feminine energy rises. And as the feminine energy rises, like I said even last time, is the year of the woman. So truly, this is the rising that is happening. So I want that in the next 6 months, we've already reached half of the year is over. Remember, the second half of the year is where winners compete and complete. So you want to now take it to the next level. The first 6 months, you set yourself up, you made your plans. Now the next 6 months, these 6 months, you need to execute all that you've been saying and move into action mode. Too much talking and no action leads us to get depleted in our energy and create super fatigue. I think it's about time now all of us moved into action, hai na? Nisha Kalra Chadda, how to tackle a frenemy? My suggestion, stay away or at least reduce the interaction. Once you know that someone in the disguise of their love is manipulating you in different ways, you want to become super careful. I'm smart enough to get hurt once, but I'm not going to allow someone to hurt me twice, because now I know you have revealed yourself to me. Okay, twice, thrice at the max. The fourth time, if you're still getting hurt, please know you have given her the permission to be your frenemy. Now that you recognize as a frenemy, look for a new set of friends, my sweetheart. There are so many people who are genuinely looking for good people. So why not, go with the people who you deserve rather than being surrounded by people who are not even worth your time, effort, energy. As we start to evolve, we automatically start to lose people because we no longer vibrate at their level. There's a lovely video by Mahatria which talks about the story of the dragonfly. I highly recommend go and watch that. It's a 10 minutes video, one of the most profound, most beautiful videos I've ever seen. Story of a dragonfly by Mahatria. When a relationship becomes toxic but is very near you, should you let it go or try to make it work? I think try to make it work with a deadline, and if it still doesn't work, then it's time to let it go. I always say give everything your 100% for a certain period of time to just see if it has to become better, why not? I'm not interested in all of us losing our relationships, so try your best, and if it works, great, and if it doesn't work, before it burns your hands, you must open up your hands so that the rope doesn't leave its marks. Hai na? Renu Jacob, I find it very difficult to convince people regarding any ideas that I come up with. However, I'm very flexible with other people's plans how to get this done. Renu, one of the things I have learned over the years is what I call seeding. And seeding is basically your ability to hear a no and still remain persistent with your ideas. What do I mean when I say this? Let's say I want to go to Maldives with Puneet, yeah? And I tell Puneet, please, let's go, no. And the first reaction of his could be, are you crazy? Like, I'm in the middle of so much work, there's no way I can go. I treat that as level 1 done in my video game, okay? For me, that's done. Now I got my first no. Now I have to work towards making it a maybe. Puneet, you know what? Even Rahul Radhika went to Maldives. Even this one is going. There are such great deals happening. He's saying, we'll see. Superb. I've gone from a no to a we'll see. I'm already winning this game. Woohoo. Can you see how I'm playing it like a video game? What do? We think about, oh, I want to go to Maldives, I want to go to Maldives. When I go and tell Puneet that I want to go to Maldives and he says no, I say, you always say no. You never want to go anywhere with me. I don't even think you love me. And we go negative. The little chance that there was of going also now is not there because, you know, we've accepted the no by taking it personally. Don't take the no personally. Just know that everything for most men starts with a no. I don't mean to generalize, but the fact is, you know what, the first time someone hears your idea and you've not really thought about it, you get a little defensive, you tend to say a no. Over time, the person can convince you if they have the power. Just know, Renu, the power is with you always. Okay, to convince people. You just have to have more patience than them. Have you ever seen a child when they want a toy, what they do? I want a toy, I want a toy, I want a toy, I want a toy. You say, no, I want a toy, I want a toy, I want a toy, I want a toy. Eventually say, le baba. Correct or no? Same way, but when done as an adult, you can do it in a far more elegant manner, right? So then I'll say, Puneet, you know, I saw this beautiful dress and I'm thinking whenever we go to Maldives, if we go to Maldives, I'm going to pick it up to wear it. Now he can see my keenness. The next time he's planning a holiday, what are the chances? You know, also these days, the algorithm is such that anything you speak about starts to show up in his phone also. Just go to your spouse's phone and go Maldives, 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 or whatever it is that you want to do. And just watch that how his phone will then and he'll be like, morning you were discussing Maldives and evening I'm getting offers from Maldives. I don't know what's happening. You know what's happening, right? So, and then over the time, if I'm patient enough, the thing is we want to hear a yes right away. Now, my suggestion to you, Renu, is forget the right away yes. Know that it is not a 1 day or a 1 week or a 1 month game. It may be a little longer, but if you want it bad enough, it will come. Even God likes to check whether we want something badly enough before he gives it. Even we like to check. If our son or daughter asks for something expensive, we like to know that are they really going to value it? Like sometimes I'll tell my children that, okay, do this for 1 whole month and if you're able to do it, then I know you want it badly enough, then I will buy you. Okay, so see if you can start to look at maybe all that this person who's not agreeing with your ideas is trying to check is she even, you know. So convincing people works better when you are okay with being able to hear a no. Yeah. As far as you are remaining flexible, that's a good thing. I don't want to change that. Hai na? Okay, it's 4:52. Let me go right to the bottom. Yes, ma'am, I received a good sum of money from my husband surprisingly during this manifestation course that is going on with you. So nice to hear that, Shamta. It's working from me from the first day that I started the challenge. I am being a part of it and waiting for the result. Lovely. Money manifestation challenge is simply amazing. Anamika Chetan. Life coach Malika, super, super amazing. I have given 50,000 and received 30,000 on the same day. That's so lovely to hear, Harshita. Today, day 9, I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I've increased my money thermostat. Absolutely amazing challenge planned by Puja. So grateful. Loads of love. Thank you, Meenakshi. I'm loving the challenge. I've been getting clients and positive feedback from them coming in. Wow. It's working like a miracle. So excited. So nice. All of you here. Abhi to we are not even halfway there. So just keep this energy. Keep going. I can see a lot of successful stories coming in. Jai Shri, I got a rebate in income tax when it was least expected. So nice to hear all of these good news that are showing up. Money manifestation is super awesome. Understanding my emotional connect with money, enjoying getting new things every day. Just myself, which I never did. How lovely. Okay, on that note, let me quickly read out the winners of today's. By the way, last week, a lot of you participated in the challenge, which I'm so proud of. That was lovely to see. Let me see how many of you. So almost close to 46 of you participated. What do you have to do? All you have to do is take a picture, which I'm going to post for in a moment. Put your takeaway for the day. What was your biggest learning? And then you just need to share it in your stories, and then I'll share it in mine. And if it gets shared in mine, we will find 3 winners out of the total, and you will receive my book, Unlocking the Golden Cage. And this week's winners are Pat a Cake by Shika, Eternally Yours, ether.nally and tejalkishore.inc. So massive congratulations to Pat a Cake by Shika, Eternally Yours and Tejal by Kishore INC. Yeah, massive congratulations. And for those of you who'd love to do this challenge, here we go. Quickly take a picture so that you can share it in your stories, and then I'll share it in mine. और कोई पोज कप वाला? Awesome. Do you have cards for today? Actually, I don't. I didn't carry the cards to London. Right now in front of me is only colors of the moon. This is a puzzle I just finished with my children yesterday. 500-piece puzzle of different moons. You know what it was actually? Let me just read this out to you. While the Marcella Giella is an Italian astrophotographer who takes the capturing of the dynamic beauty of our moons as seen from the earth. So these are all actually moons as a photography. That means at some point this is the color that the moon looked like. So the purple moon, the red moon. And over 10 years, she's been able to collect 48 different colors of moon. So today, instead of taking out a card for you, I would just say that start to follow your moon cycle. What is the moon cycle? Just become very aware of the rising moon, the setting moon, the full moon, the half moon, the new moon. Understand the moons, because you know what? A lot of our personality, especially for women, get designed. Our moods and our personality get influenced by the moon. And once we start to understand our menstrual cycle and moons together, it just becomes magical on how much of more control you'll start to feel on yourself. Yeah? What are your children doing? Nice. One's gone to work and one is currently in his room. I should actually get him out to come and say hi at some point. Yeah? Yeah. Ma'am, is there any internship opportunity at your institution? Unfortunately not yet, but at some point, you know what, I really hope I can start an internship wing in my workplace. I would love to, especially for young bright girls, I would love to have a wing where we can train and lead and grow your personalities for work. So yeah, that's something I'm going to set the intention for maybe next year. Oh, nice. How to join all these courses? Simply by contacting Gunjan. It's her number. I'll repeat for the one last time. It's 7823988142. We'll share it in this underneath this. So please go and give her a call and ask her how you can join any of the courses if possible. Yeah. Wow, I facilitate women meditation moon circles. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, just Google it. In 2 minutes, you'll have an understanding. I don't need you to go deep or anything, but just knowing and being aware is very helpful. Yeah? Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to run now. I don't mind answering some cute questions. Yes, absolutely. My older son works in coffee. He is very passionate about coffee, and literally in his dream job, Monday to Friday he'll be going to work. I'm going to wait for the weekend to spend more time with him, but of course every evening we're going to be together. So just enjoying my time in London. What am I doing here? Nothing actually, to be honest. I'm just spending time with the boys. I have no agenda, nothing to shop, nowhere to go. Lots of friends are in London right now from India, so every evening we go out for dinner with someone or the other. So just chilling. The weather is absolutely lovely. Let me see if I can show you. By the way, this is the puzzle that I just completed. If you can see the puzzle, it's 500 piece. And let me see if I can show you outside. The weather is so gorgeous. I don't know if I'll be able to open this or not. How do you open this door? Okay, I'm not able to open the door, but as you can see, the weather is just simply like there's a heat wave in Europe, but here the weather is just simply gorgeous. Oh God, as I walk around without light, I look scary. So I hope you got the point. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to run. Oh wow, it's 4:59. Bye-bye. Ma'am, go to the flower or rose garden. It's really amazing to visit gardens. Yeah, that I'll do for sure. My son loves nature, so he's really keen that we go to the Kew Gardens. So hopefully in the next few days, we should be able to go to the Kew Gardens. I'm not sure.